Correct. Yes. So these are the two things that you should know on the test is bubble and then insertion. Let me just share my screen here. Where's my share button? Okay, I found it. And you should know the pseudocode. Wendy, do you know the pseudocode? Do you know pseudocode? I gave each of you guys this kind of cheat sheet. Floss, do you have this? Chad, do you have this? Make sure, I want you to have a look at the pseudocode. Like the Rugo, it's the big dash here, and then it uses the arrow. Okay? On the 考试，所有的 code 他们给你是 pseudocode，他们不给你那个 Python，他们不给你 C 加加，and 你需要写 is pseudocode。我们不可以写 Python，我们不可以写 C 加加，but 的想法是一模一样。But we have to 复习多一些 about pseudocode. I'm going to give you the algorithm in pseudocode. Okay, so 看这个 PPT. Okay, so right here, we right now are almost finished Unit 4. We are on 4.8, 对不对？明天 we're going to do some exam algorithms. And then next week, we are on database. After next week, maybe 2 weeks, we finish database, then we are on AI. After AI, we have our culture in May. Okay? May, when is our exam? Wendy, you wrote it down. When is our exam? Our exams are in May. Wait. So May 1st? May 8th. May 8th is for paper 1 and paper 2? Okay. So this is the plan so far. Now, bubble sort algorithm, there is something I want you to can. Bubble sort, this is what pseudocode looks like. You don't need to write the list, but this is it. For example, for I in range to index co-e, right? They use 他们用英文 and they use the 一个样的 for loop. And so this kind of code right here, 你需要复习一下. We already programmed this in C++. You also program this in Python. So we already know 怎么做. You already know how to do it in Python. Just make sure you have a look. You see they have the temp variable, and they use the nigga arrow. They use the arrow instead of the equal sign. 一样的想法，但是不一样的写的东西, right? So this is for bubble sort, and the other thing is insertion sort. Okay, insertion sort. You can see we have the C++ and Python, but the pseudocode is very similar. And so our homework, if you haven't, I want you to share this in Python, pseudocode. Pseudocode. Okay? And have a look at your algorithm. Our warm-up was to use the insertion sort to do this. Okay, who can help me how to do? What's the first thing for insertion sort? 怎么做? Wendy? How to do insertion sort? 举个例子, we have our data. How do I do the insertion sort? Correct. So we still have to loop through here with the I or a loop, 对不对? But we have a new kind called J. Why do we need J? Is because we need to be able to sort the data to the front, and J is going to get bigger, okay? So first, you need to 保存那个位置 we need to have 一个 j. Do you have a j 还是别的变量 Do you have a j? Wendy, you have a j? So what you can do is, for example, j is equal to I. We need to have a loop for I in range. Okay? And it's going to be the length of your data. Okay? And then what we do is, the reason why we have j is to save the current location. And then you want to start at 1. 那个Floss, why do we 我们开始是1不是0 Why do we start at 1 instead of 0? 为什么我们开始是1 not in 0? Because you know how Ling is the very first item. We want to start here. This is already we assume he's sorted. This is like your key. And then we need to find wager and with him. And so what we need to do is we need to look at the 第二个东西 and see if it's bigger or smaller than the left one. Right, Ched? And so what we have to do is I have j is equal to the first e. And then we're going to look to see if we are going to flip him. So we can say while, and yesterday I had a mistake. I'm going to put right here. While j is greater than fu yi, this was the bug that I had yesterday. And we're going to swap the data when j, let me have a think about this. When the data j, okay, this means to be I fu yi. This is I fu yi because j is going to be when that is, we need to switch 如果 the left data is bigger than the right data. 对还是不对? And this is going to go, it's going to move them to the far left one. Okay? So j is 那个位置负一 because it's the 左拐一步, right? It's the left one. And then after we do that, we need to 那个 swap. Chet, how to do the swap? Temp is equal to what?
Equal to I.
Yeah, we're going to use this is like A
J.
and this is B. So it's going to be that. 对不对? And then we need to do
data J equal to data I.
对
And the data I equal to 10.
对 This is going to swap my two data 如果 it's bigger or smaller. And then after this, I need to minus the nigga j. J fu equal to 1. This is going to minus the length of how long the sorted data is to get it to the leftmost part. Okay. And then later is print the data. Let's see how it goes. We have a bug. 我们还有一个 bug. Where's the bug? Can anyone see my bug again? 为什么又有一个 bug? 为什么这个 didn't work? Oh, 我看这边 it must be no. 这个没问题. While j is bigger than when j is 对 while j is bigger than 负一我错误那个东西. Okay, let's have a run. Oh, it still didn't work. 还有一个 bug.哪里有问题 guys? 可以。Where's your glasses? 我看一下哪里有错误。J is equal to J. Why did this not sort all the data here? Let me just go back into my insertion sort. Have a look. 我看一下。Okay. J is greater than, okay, greater than. Yes. Yes. Okay. We have a little run. Ah? Wait, 为什么? He has a bug, guys. I'll give you Jevin. Where this is 昨天的 code, it can work. Okay, we got 1 to length num j. Oh, this is j 负一，这是 j 负一. This is j is equal to I. Okay, I see. Right here, I can equal to j, and then right here, this is j 负一. This is j 负一. Okay. And then j 负一, and then this is equal to that. Okay, let's run一下. Ah, this has a, this should be -1. How come it didn't move this ling over here? Can you see? With bigger or equal to 0? 少的? Oh, bigger than or equal to 0? Okay. 还有问题? Every time this thing 有问题. So let me think about this. Oh, I'm just using one variable here. This is j and this is I. Oh, I see. I have to use the e on the variable here. This is j. This is j. So you can show j. J is the current location instead of I because this I is in the loop. This worked. Okay, 成功. This is 负一. 这个也不对. Oh, right here. This should be I. Okay, so 我们试一下. But this 这个也不对. Let me change this 5. Why the 0 is right there. Show me. On there, what is wrong with the code?
You put like I think it should be J here.
This right here, J. Okay, 我选一上。OK，然后这个呢？ This should be J. J is equal to J. This should be I. 我觉得这个是有 I. This is J. This is J. This is J. J is to left. Save the left data, and then 放在这个是 I. 然后这个 I is equal to temp. J is equal to J minus 1. 哦，这个是成功。OK, got it. No? 这个也有错误。为什么也有错误 ？How come? 为什么 ？There's Okay, go for it. All right. So you're using a key here. J is not defined, so we don't need J. 现在还是需要？啊？为什么 J is not defined?
Maybe
Be K I 负 E.
Oh,
I mean,
no. And you make J outside.
啊？还有问题。So 这个真的有 bug.
It's
I know. I think 这个 Python 有问题。It's very funny. 有点奇怪，对吧？ Let me copy this and put it into this file and see if it will work. And this I'm gonna change this to numbers. I'm gonna change them to numbers right here. I'm gonna copy this in here. And then 这个插到 and then run 一下。对 you see this 这个 this have a the idea is right, but it doesn't work when I copy it in here. Watch. It's something to do with those numbers. The original number can't be 0 something weird. 有点奇怪. Right here it worked. It's because this 0 at the very beginning. Some right here. 这个是成功. Okay. Anyway, I will have to double this right here is okay. This is okay. Okay. Your schoolwork, okay? Ched and everyone. Number 1, I want you to have a look at the pseudocode. I want you to 看一看那个 pseudocode, okay? And 那个 Floss, can you guys right-click 4点半? Did you guys finish this? I want you to explain the difference between bubble sort, insertion sort, selection. What is big O? Given the following array, create a bubble sort. Create a bubble sort to sort giga data. Okay? And then I want you to make B. Create an insertion sort to sort the data. Okay? I'll give you bonus if you can make it exit early, because if it's already sorted, you can exit early. This will give you Japan. Okay? And then the last thing is I want you to write the pseudocode. Write the pseudocode for both algorithms. Okay? You can check the PowerPoint. Pseudocode right here. Right here. Cool. Okay. Wendy, can you put in 4点半 into your folder? And right now is a work period there, Ched, is I want you to, I'm going to give you the code, and then you can run each out with your homework data. Okay? So if you go into homework 4.8, I give you this new data. See this data right here?
Oh yeah.
Can you make a bubble sort to do this data?
I read the box.
Yeah.
Run it.
Oh, you already did it already work? Changong?
No, I'm not wrong.
Okay, run it and then 拍个照. Okay. Have a try with this. Okay. So Wendy, I'm just gonna have a look in your folder and Floss. So under homework 2, 你需要写4点半. Can you 放进去 there, Floss? And then Wendy, right here. Can you put you have 4.6. Can you put in 4.8? Go into algorithms, bubble sort. I give you this array, create a bubble sort, create an insertion sort, and then I want you to see a pseudocode for both algorithms. Right? That's your schoolwork. I'm going to see my bug. Where's my bug? Okay, here's my data. Let me do this again. Brian range 1 to the length of my data. First, you need to save the location. J is equal to I is to save the location. Current data. While J is bigger than -1 and data, I want to J is greater than data I. Swap data. So to swap the data, Okay, I know. You have to update the key. So the key is equal to, I know why it's not working. The key is equal to data I. Save the length of sorted data. Right here, while it's greater than key. While it's greater than key. While that the left data is greater than key, swap data. Temp is equal to data. And then data J is going to be equal to key. And then the key is equal to the temp. Yeah. And then J minus is equal to 1. Print the data. Okay. Ah.
Yes.
那个我喝水。
Which one is the switch?
Windows Shift S.
And 3. The Windows Shift and
S. Yeah. Why does that not work? Okay, let me give the name of this file. Test code. Very strange. Have to print this again. Hello there, just curious, is this the Cambridge University? I hope it don't disturb you. Yes, no, this is just A level. Yeah. We're programming here. Okay. Let me just check here. Very good. Wendy, can you copy 4.8? 4.8? Okay, I want the 2 algorithms in there. Ched,
Why
Ki-
not switch on?
Windows Shift S.
Oh.
And then Floss. Yeah, great. Floss is working on that. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Huh? So if you look on my screen, you need it, yes. 4.8 bubble sort and insertion sort. Yeah. You have Jigga data, you need to have 2 algorithm, bubble and insertion sort. I'll give you a bonus if you can do an early exit. Okay? This is early exit 是那个 bonus. 如果你可以看，如果是好了 you can exit early. I will give you the defin. 给我看那个 code. And then write the pseudocode for both algorithms. Check PowerPoint for that. key is the current data. While j is greater, let me think of it as when j is equal to 1, so it's going to be 1 swap. Well, it's greater than 0. It should be greater than 0, I think. Greater than 0. So that's data. So actually, let's just prove this. This is going to be 1 to 2. And I just want to see if it can flip 7 and 34. Didn't. I is equal to 1. The problem is in the swap data or the algorithm. J, it should be that. So let me print data J. Data J and key. I just want to verify these two values are 34 and 7. Let's reduce this to 34 and that. It should swap. The swap algorithm is not working. Wait a minute. So to swap those two datas, temp is equal to 34. Okay, I save the data. Then I'm going to make the data update to the key, which is 7, so that's okay. And then let me just put here data I is equal to temp. Why didn't it swap? Print I and print J. I is 1, J is 0. While I was greater than 1. Greater or equal to 0. That's my problem. There we go. It's swapped. Okay, let's increase the length of the algorithm here. Did you get the bubble sort there, Ched, to do
Yes.
that one?
Yeah.
You did this? You had the code?
Yes.
Now you do the insertion sort, okay? So you can look at the code on Teams. Right here's the code for insertion sort. So you can copy that code and then you have to change the data, okay? So we have the working insertion sort here. On this trying to recode. Yes. Yeah. Yeah, you worked out Python a while ago. Right now I'm working on notes, but got bored after working for straight 3 hours. Came on YouTube to study the 10th, but found you live. Interesting. Yeah, sounds good. Let's study. We are doing algorithms. Algorithms. Okay, so let's do the length of my data here. Okay. I don't need this, so I already debugged that. Why am I getting a whole bunch of 2s? Okay, something's wrong here. I don't like using this key. While j is greater than data I, temp is equal to j, j is equal to data I.
Any bar with it.
What? It didn't work?
I really work.
It worked.
Oh,
对不对？
yeah.
So 截屏。
Okay, it's really it was
Okay. I don't want to use this key. I need to save a key. So I have to save a key. I don't want a key. I think this has a bug right here. This code has a bug. It doesn't work. This is only using j minus 1. Does that actually work? Let me see if this works.
social insertion is still 4.8 or
This one. Pardon me?
insertion is 4.9 or
4.8. This is gonna have a bug if I put this in here. It worked. This is using a j variable. Everything has to be j. Okay. So okay, this is j. Then this is testing one less than that. Save the one less data to the left. That's equal to j. Don't use I. J is equal to temp. Then let's see if this works. So this kind of worked, but then we have one more. So 3 maybe? It's 2 here. Why does it have a 2 there? This should be minus 1. Oh. Why is this 2 here? Okay. Let me have a look. How's it going? Make it hot pen. Okay. You okay? understand that this is the insertion sort? We can't use this. I want you to use the temp variable because this algorithm only works in Python. It doesn't work in pseudocode. Okay, see this right here. This is a direct transfer without using temp. So temp is if you need to switch two variables, you have to copy one to a temp variable. Okay. Correct. Okay. We can't do a direct swap. There is no swapping function. So you know how we have when we compare the swap, you have to use this temp idea. Temp is you save it and then you do it. Okay. Can you update your algorithm to make it so it doesn't use the Python card? Okay. Yeah. Anyone online? Let's see. Why is this 2 here? Let's study. We are doing over. Okay, sorry. Every day, yes. Yeah. Yeah. You can put it here. Is it for a computer? I don't have one for a computer. I only have for phone. Where's your laptop charger? Ah, we have. You can sit over here. You can sit over here to charge it. Yeah. Ah, okay. And it's the same thing. J minus equals 1. So what's the difference? Why does this work? J is equal to I. Oh, there we go. It worked. But it worked. It was just this minus right here that was the bug. Okay. So in here you have this algorithm. Do you you know the bubble sort you can do by yourself, right? Yeah. Insertion sort, can you do by yourself? Can you?
Yeah, I can do bubble sort.
But this is beyond the. It's that we put
J.
we use a J.
I know this. This is the same with the bubble.
It's similar to bubble. This is called insertion sort. It's 不一样的. Remember what happens is you found Mosi in a long to move him far.
to be in order from smaller to big.
Study this code. Do you understand it? This swap part. Do you understand this part?
Yeah, I know this part.
Why do we have a J?
J one or say student located laptop and we need J what we do.
Alright, so do you have a paper? So we have some data. Okay. What it does is one Kaiser is we start right here. This is 0, 1, 2, 3. What are these numbers called? The teacher of the
index number.
big. And so our index 我们开始是1. Okay?
Okay.
Because what we're going to do is compare this. This is going to be 我们只有一个 a variable called j. J is equal to I 负1. 现在 I 是1. J 是呢多少？ J is I 负1. So what is J going to be?
J is 0.
It's going to be 0. What does that mean? It means it's 这个位置. Because what happens
it's of this area, it's total sensitivities and move from order. So you deal with it. Make that very clear. I'll be able to set that equal to I equal to something. Okay. Generally, you go to let's see. I equal to I equal that's one. This one is equal to some. Yeah. So next thing I will is creating separate that's one to point to the and example somebody is linked. That divided if it's only I need to move them to again. I need to move them to the join yet. That's the first one. And it that's the big material. So you can know which is yeah, and we analyze this. From your own money. Okay, it's just anything to. Yeah. I think you can get. We're teaching you to exits. It's not possible much more on the negativity. There's anything that you click it. It's a little bit difficult. Needs any assistance? You just make instant moving. Looks good. You want to do a back on? Or not? What do you like to do?
It's very but
Is it you've still in the same game before or you can win?
just watching it and
Did you finish your score? Did you finish your score first? Okay. What and let's see what we're able to make action in the to the end here. Now, what I want you to do, Simon, I want you to So how to begin pseudocode into pseudocode. Now, what you're doing is I'm teaching you the lists. If it's that's it, that, how does we on the well, I gave you the code here, so that you can, show you how to begin this into the pseudocode.
I think it's
Where's my, do you need my, show you one? Okay, show you one. You, is it the class two or?
I think it's well,
Don't you do any problems and stuff? What do you think is you want to hire? No. Okay. Have a good one.